Good morning. Welcome to Planet Mojo. Today, I'm saving a Chinquapin Oak. Our neighbors are clearing some land here. They're moving. They bought this property at the end of last year, and this is pretty much how it was when this whole place was divided up. I believe this was a logging road here, and then they just this was a logging road as well, but they made a roundabout here, or a turnaround. But this doesn't really work well for them. They own this property and this property over here. They want to kind of flare the end of this so they can turn and stuff. And then I believe they're moving that shack over here. Not quite sure what's going on, but this area right here, you can see it's got about a foot bump right here. And I know they want to be able to get in here with their vehicles. So I believe they're putting a road up into here. Whatever the case is, they asked me if I wanted to take some of these oak trees out of here. They found some saplings while they were kind of clearing the place, getting ready to get the road done. And they found a wee little white oak there. I'm not sure the exact species. And red oak here, and what I believe is a Chinquapin. I'm not 100% sure, but it really looks like it. And if so, they're on, and again, it's not on like the threatened list or anything like that, but some kind of watch list from the state. They only grow in a tiny little area, and from what I read, they believe that they were introduced to Wisconsin from further south by Native Americans. So I'll have to do some more reading up on it. But I got to get this out of here. It's going to be super hot today, and it's absolutely the wrong time to be transplanting plants, especially oaks. Oaks don't transplant good to start with. White oaks have a tap root, and when you slice through the tap root, whether they live or not, who knows. I tried it on 3 smaller trees one time. They were red oaks, and I took them off our land and transplanted them to our house on the other side of the state, and all but one died. So hopefully this will come out all right and live for me. The big thing is it's got a good amount of leaves, so I got to get as much soil as I can with it and try not to damage the roots as much as I can. And I'm going to have to get in and water it probably every day for a little while, because we have nearly 100-degree weather coming up in the next 3 days. Again, really bad time to do this, but the contractor who's going to be working on this, we have no idea when he's going to come. As soon as he can get to it, he's just going to be here and he's going to be dozing. So I need to get this out and transplanted, or it could just be bulldozed. So I'm going to dig this one out, and I'm going to take this little white oak out of here. I really don't have a place for them, but I think I'm going to put them in our new field. These Chinquapin grow relatively quickly. They grow way quicker than bur oak. So I think I'm going to put it on the far side of the field, and it'll be all by itself, so we'll see how it does. It's starting to get hot, so I better get going. Well, this is going to be difficult. We have a stem that's been buried under the leaves. Looks like it's been injured. It's probably been mowed. And it goes all the way back to here. So I'm going to have to plant it the same way. Yeah, hopefully it makes it. I may need to spray this thing too. Okay, so this is going to be kind of hard to do. When I shovel on this side, I'm going to have to move the thing. It's already got damage on it. Yeah, who knows how old this thing is. This is like 1 year growth here. But this looks like 2 year growth, and then this looks like 3 year growth. So it kind of looks like this has been mowed each year and keeps coming back. So hopefully it doesn't have too massive a root system. But we'll find out. Can see this pulling down into the ground, which means it's got a good sized tap root that's holding it back. There's no way I can get under it. Look at that. Let me see if I can get under it. There it goes. Snapped it. A lot of soil with it, and this is just nasty hard clay. Oh, here it is. Here's the tap root. So I better get going. Okay, we'll get this one planted ASAP. fertilizer well down below it. This is MAP plus DAP. No, it's not. This is MAP plus potassium. No nitrogen added, but there's nitrogen in the MAP. So, looks like I'm going to have to fill that a little bit. I got to get it so that the taproot is still facing down and make sure it's well covered. And I don't want to cover it deeper than what it was. Just got to make sure it didn't start growing roots way up here. I don't see any. Looks like, you know, what do I call the ground level on this? Because it was under leaf litter right to here. So this was moist all the time. I don't know. And then it slid through the mud when I was getting it out of there. I might have to just break this clay off of it and treat it like a bare root. But unfortunately it has leaves already. Alright, let's see what we can do. Okay, it just came apart. Boy, it's in just terrible, it's in terrible shape. But I don't know. We'll see. I highly doubt that this is going to live, but I'll give it a shot. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is go get a stake and stake this upright as best I can, and I'm gonna take whatever mulch we have, mulch this area, put a screen around it, and I'm gonna see if I can find the shade cloth that I used on the sawhorse greenhouse that I built last year. I don't want this thing in the full sun. It's going to be, like I said, nearly 100 in 2 days, but it's going to be hot today and tomorrow as well, so I'll have to keep it watered and keep the weeds back, keep the sun off of it for a while. Maybe it'll make it. I really, really doubt it, but maybe it'll make it. So I better go get that stuff and get this done. Well, both neighbors decided to cut their grass, this new neighbor and the neighbor from a year or so ago. So, got a little bit loud out here, but I got it in. My brother took my stakes when he was camping here, and I don't know where the hell he put them, so I had to use these big monster ones. Hopefully they'll work. And I couldn't find the shade cloth, so I'm gonna have to go look for that. He's coming up to the edge right here. Well, I got fed up and left. Both neighbors were doing detail work right next to where I planted the tree, so I could not finish up the video up there. It was just too loud and too annoying, so I came down here. That is Tater Cat. Maisie has been staying away from home as much as she can. I think she's still pissed about us we had all those people over. I don't know how many, 30 or 40 people maybe. And we actually had to go looking for the cats because they took off and hid for a few days. They don't like all the new people and dogs and stuff, so they made themselves scarce. I'm looking for the shade cloth, and I thought it was in the barn up there, but Cindy and Natalie cleaned out the barn. Oh, that's right, we have a new Shelter Logic shelter down in the corner back there, and it may be in there, so I better go look over there. Okay, no shade cloth. This is the new Shelter Logic shelter. Yeah, my neighbor's lawnmower is just so damn loud. So the stakes are now located in here. Make note of that. No shade cloth. And I found an extension wand that I need. Holy crap, is that loud? Jeez. That's why I didn't finish up the video up there. I had both of them right next to me. And even from here, it's incredibly loud. Okay, so I'm still looking for the shade cloth, but I'm gonna have to wrap this video up. I came down here to end this video because it's just so noisy by the house. This is where I was battling the pigweed. You can see that I killed it back almost to its edge, but that's as much as I can do this summer. This fall I'll probably do some more work in here. Get some Virginia rye planted there to take up the root space next spring. Virginia rye does well in the shade, so I'll go pretty far back in there. This is the perennial rye that I planted, maybe it's 3 weeks now. Yeah, 3 weeks ago, I guess, somewhere around there. But it's doing pretty well. I got to get in here and weed and feed at some point, but it's going to be too damn hot. But anyway, the bizarre transplant I just did. If you have any questions or comments on that, make sure you put them in the comment section below. If you want to see updates on that little Chinquapin tree, see if it makes it or not, or anything else we're doing here at Planet Mojo, make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon so you receive notice when I post new videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.